Alright. Hey, what is up, guys? This is Wild Rocker here, and today I got a shit ton of more news. And by the way, thank you all for fucking actually watching my last video. I think I got like over 1,500 views. And I know to some that's not a lot, but to me that's fucking amazing! So, guess what? I'm happy. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Now, let's jump right into the fucking news. Okay, first thing is that we all know that Ed Boon is in Brazil right now, right? Well, one of the things that one of the Brazilians down there mentioned was, hey, Ed, how come you never had a Brazilian character before? And he's like, oh, shit, you're right, I never done that, So as for that being, a possibility, it is. But as for, in depth and actually thinking about it, I don't know. I think he just did that so he didn't get his ass beat. Anyways, now the interviewer, with Ed Boon down in Brazil, he confirmed that there will be hidden characters in the game. That is confirmed now. And another thing is that they also confirmed, which is something I wanted to know, is that are they going to have a better netcom? And a lot of people don't know what a netcom is, and it's basically like the building blocks for the online community, because for some people, and I know majority of people that I knew, had unbelievable time getting on fucking MK9 online servers. So, and a lot of different things come into play, such as where you live, where's your location, how strong is your signal, so on and so on. But yes, he confirms that there will be a new netcom, so I'm fucking that just made my day, because I'm like, wow, they actually asked him, about the internet, is it going to be better internet? Well, Ed Boon has said, we've done a lot of testing in the past. We tried different things. He says, so hopefully, this will be a revamped version and a newer version of the old ones, So that's pretty good. So in other news, there was a pic of certain names of characters, and those names were Shinnok, Kenshi, Ermac, and Melina. And now it looked almost exactly like the font that they used for when they revealed the characters, like Raiden, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, for MKX and all that. But as some of the people that were looking at the details of this font, because we thought these images or these pictures of these names, we thought that were just spoilers. And one of the people that I knew actually looked very, very closely, and the font from the real ones to this one that this guy showed did not match up at all. So we found out that, it was probably a fake. And, granted, this is the guy that uploaded that picture was also the same guy on an MKK, which is an MK community forum or chat room, that actually copied and cut a picture of Sub-Zero and Kano's feet and lied about it and said that, it was a new teaser, of a pic of the foot images tweeted, of Ed Boon tweeted. So he's just bullshitting you guys. But anyways, so yeah, recently there's been a 40-minute video on YouTube of brand new footage. It actually shows a lot of new stuff, such as Quan Chi's outro, Koto Khan's outro, Cassie Cage's outro, and Devora's outro. Now, I won't go into details on them because, yeah, granted, they're just outros, but some of them are actually pretty fucking sick. So, I gotta admit that. They're pretty fucking sweet. Yeah, so, and the most recent news so far is, this was just announced, I think about 3 or 4 days ago, and by the way, guys, I was gonna make this video actually, 2 days ago, and then I was gonna make it yesterday, but then a lot of shit came up, and I was like, ha, fuck, so, but anyways, which, by the way, guys, I'll say it again, thank you guys for watching, because I know I got, over 1,000 views on just that one, video in, one night, so I really do appreciate you guys watching. Oh, and speaking of which, I'm gonna get a little off topic, someone suggested that I should do video gameplay in the background, which honestly I was gonna do it for this video, but the rendering time just took fucking forever. Probably days even. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna wait and be prepared next time, instead of rushing it. So I'm just like, okay. So, but thank you for the compliment and the constructive criticism. I really appreciate that. Okay. Anyways, back on topic. So they also showed a new character. And I don't know if this was I don't know if this is going to be in the actual game, because what was just announced was DC Comics launched the MKX prequel magazine, and it's coming out in January 2015. It could be possibly and more than likely telling the events between MK9 and MKX, obviously. Well, during that little thing, they showed a character, and it hasn't been confirmed to be in gameplay yet. But this guy looks kind of weird. He looks like he's totally covered up, kind of like Ermac used to be. There's absolutely no skin showing at all. He's like wearing a full like body, costume mask or whatever, and he's got like these red looking goggles, and he has like these baton, like electric batons, and he just looks kind of freaky. He looks like something from Fantasy to me, but and his name was called Spider Wolf. Well, it was kind of ironic that his name was Spider Wolf. Not even though, like in my opinion, that's not really original name. It's kind of like something they just combine, like Spider Man and Night Wolf, and ba. But anyways, well, in Ed Boon's tweet a while back now, he was talking about his spidey senses are tingling about something that was MK related. Well, obviously, when he said Spidey senses, people automatically fucking assumed it was Spider-Man. And they're like, oh my god, Spider-Man's gonna be download content, Spider-Man's gonna be in the game and everything. And I'm like, guys, if you have not fucking known Ed since the 90s, since the early 90s, then you probably know he's just dicking with you. Like, I'm sorry, and they take, and a lot of people agree with me, they take everything he fucking says so damn seriously. And he could just be doing it for shits and giggles. He's a troll, guys. He's a troll. And not that I'm saying that, he's an ass. I mean, he can be, but I'm just saying that, not everything that he says is the truth. It's not. It's like a fucking riddle. And, and people just automatically assume, whatever. But anyways, so a lot of people thought, he was talking about Spider-Man. Well, in my opinion, since because there was a new character in the actual comics now that they're releasing in January, and talk about Spidey senses, and this guy's named Spider-Wolf. So, I figured, yeah. I mean, at least make the name, somewhat interesting instead of just two things, like I like at least make it, switch it around and make it Wolf Spider, something a little bit more, like manly instead of Spider Wolf, But yeah, so and then there was another tweet by him talking about this new thing. It's something about MK related. It was going to be Marvelous, and he put Marvelous in all caps. So people automatically assumed, oh my God, there's going to be a Marvel, character, Marvel download content, and then that struck headlines too. And I'm just like, good God, guys! I'm like, you, like it's anything he says, like anything. It's just fucking crazy. So. Well, anyways, as for that one tweet about as for that one tweet about Ed Boon and talking about his Spidey senses, that it was MK related. Another person by the name of I think it was Noob something, and he retweeted, which I actually was curious as well, and he says, "You said that it was MK related." He says he did not say it was MK9 or MKX related. And then Ed Boon replied back, and he says, I'm very impressed that you found that out. Once again, that could be Ed just fucking with him, or that could be a real, like, drop-dead clue that this has nothing to do with MKX. It's just MK related. So a lot of people are getting hyped over nothing, probably. But we don't know, we don't know. Anyways, now I know this is old news about the whole new Ality being confirmed, in this game. Well, a lot of people still don't know that it's an Ality that wasn't in the arcade versions of past games. So, obviously we got Fatalities, so that's out. However, Babe Alities, we just had them in MK9, but it's still a possibility we could have them in MKX, which I don't really know why they would have them again, because we've already seen most of them. And, the only new ones that we would probably see is, like, the new characters, unless they redid, past characters, like Sub-Zero, Scorpion, so on and so on. So I don't really think that they'll have Babalities in this one again. Friendships, a lot of people want to see that, and Mercies and Harakiris, which I was a big fan of the Harakiris, even though I really didn't know how to fucking do them, back then, because I was like, I mean, just the fact of killing yourself to take away the power, so to say, from your enemy back then, it was just like, whoa, But now, I mean, yeah, now we all know. But he said Alities, so I'm assuming Friendships are obviously out, Harakiri's out, Mercy's out. So that only really, and this is just my opinion, guys, and I know a lot of people may agree and may not agree, but my speculations are between Animalities or Brutalities. Now, since they brought back the X-ray meter and little scenario thing going on again, I think that they might. I'm leaning towards brutality because if they combine, with the X-ray, with the brutality, especially in these new generation and new consoles, it could actually look pretty fucking wicked. And a lot of people have thought about that in the past. Hey, that would work. That fits together like fucking peanut butter and jelly. But a lot of people are saying, and this is on the other side, a lot of people are saying that because of these animations and whatnot, that we might see animalities. But the thing is that if we see animalities such as, Scorpion to turn into a four-armed, polar bear again or something like that, or anything with four arms, it makes you think, because wouldn't that mean that they could possibly make Motaro, You figure it's really not that hard. I mean, as for the mechanic-wise, yeah, I could see why. As for actually, doing combos and stuff like that, especially with Motaro. But I'm a fan of Motaro, and I wouldn't mind seeing him back. But even though I highly doubt that it would be a possibility, but with all the other surprises that we've already had so far, anything's possible. So I know I don't want to keep my hopes up, but I'm still a fanboy for Mortal Kombat, so I got like a boner. Yeah, a boner. But anyways, this is a little bit off topic, but it's still MK related. I've been talking to the people on the MKK community on Facebook, and I told them that I was going to be making a Mortal Kombat Mugen similar to the ones that I made in the past, that resembled, Mugen 4.1, and I've been seeing this guy, I think it was Java and Bruno Holic, I think it was, or Bruno, and I seen their past videos a long time ago, years and years and years ago, and it kind of got me motivated in order to do another Mugen. And their Mugen, by the way, if you want to check out them, it's MK Bloodstorm. It's fucking amazing. It's a 2D fighting, old school fighting. It's fucking beautiful. That's what fucking Trilogy should have been in Mortal Kombat 3 and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It was just fucking phenomenal. So yeah, the reason I bring this up is because I'm actually going to be doing a new one. I've actually got the audios and I got the programs that I'm going to be doing it with. And a lot of people have already been commenting on my past video because I kind of hinted in there just a little bit. But it's not, I didn't confirm it until now. But if you guys want to give me some character suggestions on my Facebook or on the YouTube comment sections, that'd be amazing. I've been trying to look for some new arenas, trying to do some new arenas, fresh, preferably like a colorful, kind of high tech theme. Obviously, as for take an example, the design in the background I just see is was made by me, so hopefully we can get something like that in there. And another thing, a lot of people wanted me to do, and this was on Facebook and Twitter, a lot of people wanted me to do videos of every single MK character from the entire series, as well known as the latest info on the current characters for MKX. Like Devora, Cassie Cage, Farah and Tor, Kotal Khan. And, if a lot of people want me to do that and actually make about a 15-minute video per character, such as, Havoc, Hotaru, Sub-Zero, Quan Chi, Shinnok, throughout the entire generation of Mortal Kombat. We're talking about Frost, Serena, Noob Saibot, Smoke, Sector, all of them. Every single person. Then I will do it. But I need to know if you guys want me to do that or not, because that's something that I kind of wanted to do too. And don't worry, it's not like I'm just going to be making those until, NK arrives and that's it. I'm still going to be making the videos on the latest information on Mortal Kombat X as well. So this is kind of like a side thing plus for you guys, for a lot of people that don't know where these characters originated from, how were they created, what were their origins, and what can we possibly see in this MKX, if we see them characters in MKX. So, but anyways, this has been Wild Rocker, and by the way, guys, thank you guys for watching my last video. It just fucking blew me away because it was just only 6 hours, and I've already seen over 1,000 something views. And I know that might not be a lot to some, but it really is a lot to me. And the fact that you guys are watching and actually appreciate these videos and, just actually care, it really does mean a lot to me. And that's what gets me motivated and to keep doing these. So I really, really appreciate it. And I just want to say thank you to all of you that watch. I really mean it. So yeah, if you guys really like this video, drop a like and leave a comment. Please subscribe if you haven't. And this has been Wild Rocker, and I will see you in the next fucking video. Yeah! Woo!